is a very big thing for the region and a big thing for these players as well. So that'll be very exciting. That is a lot of players on your screen. Goodness me.
60 of most handsome gamers in the world ready to battle it out in the PEC. The map 1 on Erangel. It is the island map. Can't wait to see how they work out here, because one shifting zone could really ruin your day. If we talked about it, if you have that one bad game, it's going to be a little bit difficult to recover from. 2 bad games and you can kiss your top 5 goodbye in my books.
And something to watch out for, we'll have to keep an eye on here, is the drop locations, as we have had some teams who changed up their drop locations coming in. The plane are going to be starting in the southwest, heading out over to the, well, eastern coast of the island, heading out over, well, between, what, Lipovka, basically, heading over top of Lipovka and out of the way. We do have 4 teams who drop Military Island, at least if history does hold up. It's XQF and Fnatic who've been heading down into the Military Island, Mega and DKG to Novo, so we'll keep an eye on that. But this plane path is actually cutting off a lot of the top of the map, and so for our teams who like to loot, or who historically have looted up around the Georgia Pole sort of area, being Cloud9, Omen, 4am are up there as well, those guys are going to have a bit of a hike. And the other one, in speaking of previous loot locations, Yudo, from what we've seen, like to be up near the shooting range. That is a long way from this plane line, so we'll have to see if they instead choose to go for a secondary looting location instead.
Yeah, it could be on the cards for them. Team Queso, they've got their Primorsk loot location. They might spread out to Ferry Pier. As we see Seoul on our screen, one of the favourites from the South Asian region. They've got Mortal, who's an absolute superstar over there. He's almost got a cult following. Not quite as big a following as the XQF and 4am guys, though. You saw that in the introduction. Their fans squaring off in a bit of a chant battle. Orange Esports dropping in as well. Looks like they'll be now, so we will still start to see teams push closer and closer together. Beowulf and Paraboy getting into the action early, uneven, taking a bit of damage. It's not going to be enough to scare him off his line just yet, but Paraboy taking his first shots, and you can hear the crowd getting amongst it. They would erupt if Paraboy managed to get the first knock of the tournament. Might just get that yet.
Oh my goodness me. XQF has actually done it. Paraboy is going to get the knock and the confirm one to Percasas. He's the first player down in PEC 2019. Cloud9, the first team to drop one. The rest of that rotation, very risky when the first couple of cars have already been shot at, but you've got to try and stay as a team.
And how fitting it is the superstar from XQF to pick up the first kill.
Avoid it to limit your losses. And we saw that with C9 before. If they'd had any more players in any one of those cars, it could have been multiple players down, but Omen here, not really edge guarding as the zone is sent up on them, but Yudo Gank on the other side of this river as well, and this could be a bit of an awkward one. Sixless surely will have spotted that out for his team.
Yeah, he'll be calling the rotation coming in. He knows there's a team there now, so they'll be watching like a hawk to see that, as we see some ships in the night pass by. So the GE moving around. Soul taking shots on to XQF. That's not a bear that I'd want to be poking at the moment.
In fairness, there's not a lot of bears that I would want to be poking.
In this lobby, no.
There's no real safe engagement for any of our teams here. Everyone you shoot at is going to shoot back. There's Sixless
with the car knock
on the snipe. Going to drop Jax from Yudo Gank. Let me just figure out how to say letters real fast. Synergy actually hunkered down behind a rock, getting some shots into Mega Conqueror, but see if he's not able to find anything just yet. His teammates, though, are helping out. Mega going to lose one there as well.
That's a confirm as well, as Stoned is out. He's going to be able to take a break, charge the phone, and put his feet up. That is 2 teams now down to 3. The action hasn't been too heavy just yet, but we're starting to get into it as the second zone starts to encroach. Some teams in good position at the moment. Seoul have managed to find themselves that good position. We saw that earlier.
Yudo have picked up their 4th player who got knocked there, by the way. So they're back to full strength and back on the way. Once again, a lot of our teams are just avoiding conflict here. We haven't really seen too much gunfights. We've had a couple of pokes at some rotations, but that's about it. We're yet to see 2 full force teams fighting each other in a compound.
This is Team Queso trying to defend their little compound, or their little car compound they've made. As you see, Drax now with that M24, he's got a second knock onto Tucker. FFQ have not been able to find a way into the zone safely just yet. They're meeting resistance on that long rotation. Tucker should be fine though. He should be able to get picked up here unless Unique come and find him on the floor.
Yeah, unless there's like the greatest grenade ever.
Knock come out. This is Team Queso on to Synergy. quite a distance too, that knock. It looks like he's managed to get over the little ridge line there, so he might be safe. I don't know if he's got friends, though. No, he doesn't have
No, they're
friends.
going over to him now.
Yeah.
Something we've seen a lot of from Team Queso here on your screens in the bottom is they do like very much to make their own compounds out of their cars, hiding in a gully or a ditch somewhere, rather than risking trying to take one of the big compounds. A lot of the time, they do feel more confident making their own cover, and that's something we're seeing quite a bit of, and it concerns well to try and buy themselves some space, but nonetheless, it's still going to be a little bit awkward. Elsewhere, Oman Elite getting stuck into Unique. Wi-Fi finding a knock there as well as Synergy are on the way in.
That's right on the edge of the zone too, as Wi-Fi has been knocked by Unique's old boy. So you can see the action's breaking out over there. Oh, Zute actually pushing up very aggressively. This is the IGL getting right into the mix, and he looks like he's been spotted and taken out early. He's been finished off too. So Omen down to 2 at the moment. Wi-Fi is being revived. Unique have got the better of this location at the moment. Omen now with all the work to do to get back inside the zone. Synergy E crashing into Fnatic, and Fnatic looks like they're worse for wear. That's maybe 3 players down from Fnatic. They are 1 man strong at the moment.
So they're looking very
just the scout. He's got 5 nades in his bag too. He's throwing them out. It might be good here actually. Synergy E players need a skull. That's might be a little bit damaged. Not quite the knock though. He has given up his position. No tires on that buggy too. He's going to have to get in the shack and hide it out with the bear hat on. So Louis still look good doing it. You collect the loot or the spoils of their victory, but XQF is next in line, and that's not a fight that you want to be taking. Rain under immense pressure from the remaining players from Yudu. All 4 of them are up. Tempo 3 strong. Rain's managed to find himself a little bit of respite at the moment. His teammates are on the other side, so there could be a little bit of a pinch going on. But Rain is in struggle street, really. I don't know how he's going to manage to get himself out of this situation.
It's not looking easy for him at all, and Yudo Gank are stuck in cars and smokes at the moment, trying to actually have some sort of cover, but Viper's getting involved with a mini in hand.
Engagement for them. It actually going to split off now as they've got the surround. How are Soul going to react to this? It doesn't look like very well. No, they get the first knock of the fight, but it's going to be trades coming out as Soul is wiped out with an instant. Yudu from the flank managed to pick them off. 4 AM get 2, Yudu get 2, and Soul, they get 10th place.
Orange are out as well in the middle of that, so things getting a little bit awkward for everyone here as we do lose a couple more of our teams. And now we are starting to move up into the actual placement points, or the placings that have points attached to them, I should say. 2 points for the next 2 teams that go out, 3 for 7th, and increasing above that, all the way to 16th. Drax going to be picked off at long range here by 4 AM and confirmed as well. Just not able to get around into cover in time. This could be Yudo Gank parting with us here as their cars are blowing up. Their cover is dwindling. This is looking pretty awkward as 4 AM have them locked down. Yeah,
this is where 4 AM starts to accelerate. This is the Thanos circle. Circle 6, it snaps the lobby in half when half the teams go out. 4 AM on the charge. They started with Soul. They looked like they were going to eye up Yudu, but they've chosen to disengage off this actually and try and take better positioning. They are going to use the cars to close the gap. They know that Yudu's going to be healing up a little bit here. They are worse for wear. 2 players locked down from one. Huxley, the run over doesn't quite happen, but he's going to go for a photo, but he doesn't manage to connect him either. Now he's in a bit of a tricky situation. The turn comes out. 1 player from Yudu up. He goes for the drop shot. Does manage to collect it. 4 AM lighting up Yudu, but there is 3 players out on the deck for 4 AM, and they've been confirmed too. So 4 AM are only 1 man remaining. That compound crash did not work out. Meanwhile, Paraboy with a double nade onto Synergy E. Paraboy now with 3 confirmed kills, and he's looking for his 4th.
That leaves Synergy with just the 1 player remaining as well as XQF start to put the pressure on here. Moving through the smokes, they've got the vehicles in hand, trying to find some more kills. They're actually split between the last players remaining of Synergy. 1 knocked. Uneven's taking some pressure as well here from XQF, as now the damage is starting to kick off for them. Cloud9 will lose another player, at least get 1 more knock, not confirmed just yet. But our Chinese teams here putting in some serious work in the late stages of this circle. So many teams with so few players left, but cover's still going. And yeah, Paraboy once again popping off.
Yeah, he's popping off. And XQF are tearing through Synergy, and that will be them gone. But team that's been where we've been sleeping on is Yudu Gank are up to 11 points off kills alone. That is a lot of kill points to claim in their first game. Good showing. Beowulf on the flank though has managed to find XQF slipping a little bit. He's managed to get 1 knock. Strider gets another knock from the grave. Cool Boy on the deck. Paraboy up still, and he's the danger man. He's got Uneven in his sights, and he's put him down. So that early exchange of words, Uneven calling him out in the interview, and He got his wish. He got a duel with Paraboy, but he ended up losing it. Beowulf stuck behind a tree. That's not where you really want to be at the moment. Paraboy is on the charge. I heard great things about Paraboy, the legend of Paraboy. I didn't expect it to be this dominant, though, this early on.
Yes, it's looking very good here. 6 kills so far for XQF, doing very well for themselves. Paraboy with a couple of them. Yudo Gank here with 3 players up.
He's going to start to collect these kills onto Yudo, you'd think, but no, the suppressing fire from Man is over the top. The nade comes out. That's might go a little bit too far, in fact. No, it's actually bounced off, so Fredo's on the deck. Manpring is very, well, he's in struggle street as DKG. They've lined up Yudo, and fortunately for DKG, they've been delivered these kills as Yudo had to rotate eventually, but no, Jumper has managed to get the spray onto Crazy, so they're not going down without a fight. FFQ joins in on it too, manages to snake that kill. FFQ rotated all the way from Military Island, but now they've been spotted, and Moxon from DKG, one of the last Chinese teams remaining, has managed to collect 2 there and knock out FFQ. 3 points for you, son. 4 points now for DKG. They're down to 1 player. It is only Moxon remaining. 1 player from Yudo Gank are on 12 points. Tempo have 2 and the rest have 3. Cloud9, Mega, XQF, all 3 strong. You can see they're all occupying the same side of the map. This is going to help out the teams with the solo snakes.
Still a lot of time left to work with for these guys, though. A lot of movement been made by our teams of 3 who currently stand outside the zone too.
XQF have dropped their backpacks. They're starting to snake, and they've managed to find Mega. They're trying to get a little bit of a surround here, I imagine, as Order will be calling out where exactly these Mega guys are, and he might go for the spray early. Mega just get behind that car. Pons drops to the deck immediately as he senses danger. The snake has been given up, essentially. His Order online actually finds him. Heat-seeking missile almost comes out. That's going to be difficult to revive as well. Order might be down for good here. It looks like at the moment he's taking a little bit of fire. It's going to be a hard one to revive. I don't think he will. He'll try and crawl over to Paraboy, but I'll be very surprised if he's managed to get him up.
C9, of course, over here on the left as well, are looking towards this fight too. Jimmy going for a very risky run there, but did have the smoke behind him to give himself that bit of cover, and he will stay alive. Paraboy getting the res of the Order, so will get XQF back up to 3 strong, just barely.
As Yudo
Gank go out as well, but 12 points for them.
That is a good way to start. Double digits on the kills is always where you want to be. Strong start from Yudo as the nades start to ring out onto Mega. They are in a bit of a sticky situation. Chica goes down to the zone, but Mega, they are getting shelled by nades. Paraboy collects another one. He's got 3 nade kills so far if that one gets confirmed out. Another nade from Paraboy. That's the 4th nade kill of the round. Online, the last remaining from Mega. He's going to get spotted out. No, he manages to get the knock onto Paraboy, but an easy trade for Order rings the defeat of Mega, and XQF continue to roll on. Paraboy should be able to get picked up here if they're quick on the buzzer. Now we are into our top 4. 8 players remaining, and Uneven's been spotted. This could be the end of Tempo Storm. They're down to 1 player as Uneven will be confirmed down by Moxon. Just drops his box. Cloud9, they were in a bit of a dominant position, but now with only, well, 2 players up and 0 kills to their name, they're going to be struggling for points as Pyra goes down too.
That's a straight up confirm. It's Paraboy again who's popping off here. So much damage done by him. 7 eliminations this game alone. Very, very hot start for him and for his team. Currently sitting on 10 kills in total. 1 player remaining for each of the remaining teams. DKG, Tempo Storm, Cloud9, all with 1. XQF in the driver's seat with 3. It's been a very, very good start for them. They are now looking to close it. And we are down to this final shrink as well. No more safe spots. Eventually the zone is going to start to move, and it will not stop moving until we have our winner. At the moment, XQF sitting in a pretty damn good spot.
Moxon's been taken out, so now we have 3. It is 2 NA teams versus the Chinese hope of XQF. Beowulf's been spotted and taken out now, so it is just Nico from Tempo Storm alive versus the might of XQF, and Jimmy, Paraboy, and Order. They're going to feel confident going into this versus the solo snake. Nico not even on full HP. Should be an easy clean-up and an easy victory for the side of XQF. They are going to take it quite slowly, meticulously clear out every angle, work their way forward with the snakes. You can see the crowd popping off in the picture-in-picture. They are very happy to start the tournament in this fashion.
Very happy indeed. It's just 1 from Tempo Storm who stands between them and victory. It's Nico here hiding in a bush, doing his best. Paraboy behind the bush, using his third-person camera angle to try and spot out this last remaining player. His two teammates snaking, looking to spot him out, and they've found him as well. Nico, there's nothing he can do. It's XQF. One of the hometown teams will stand up with game number 1 for themselves. 12 kills, I believe. 13 actually with that last one.
Yeah, 13 kills plus the 16 placements. That will bring them 29, and that's a fantastic way to start off the tournament for them.